The great winds of change. A lot of people don't like it, and cats, most of them, certifiably hate it. Cats are creatures of habit and routine, and whatever goes on from day to day, if a cat gets comfortable with it and is content in that setting, they'd rather things stay the same. This goes both for outdoor and indoor life. Felines, although extremely independent, are very sensitive and very emotional animals, and self-preservation is at the very top of the list with respect to core objectives. The search for safety and security for many cats is a never-ending quest, and change, especially change from a good thing, a safe thing, can create a load of issues. In this material, I'll talk about why cats dislike change so very much, what you can do as an owner to calm and relax your pet during times of uncertainty, and how you can help to make your pet's living environment as rewarding as possible. Additionally, I'll also spend some time on the topic of fake sick and explore what this means for your pet, and certainly for you as a proud and loving owner. A lot to cover. Stay tuned. Why does your cat hate change? That is the million-dollar question, and I'm here to tell you the reasons border on endless. The possibilities are endless, from the blatantly obvious to the most subtle. For cats, changes in what they know, love, and generally come to expect can send them down a negative road. A road where your cat will begin to question the environment, question the safety and security of the environment, and even question their very own standing within the environment. What is simple to you could be a crisis point for your pet. Stress, that's the word of the day. When change arrives, the first thing your cat will experience is stress. From there, your cat will continue to display negative actions and behaviors until some measure of resolution is achieved. And let me say, these actions and behaviors, just like the reasons for hating change, it is a very long list. Please allow me to take you through just a few examples of negative change. If any of these ring a bell for you on a personal level or your family, let me know in the comments section below. Did you move? Did you leave your old home behind for a brand new place? This would certainly qualify as an obvious change. Did you redecorate your home? Is the primary room in the home your cat's primary room? Is it completely different now? Did you add new furniture to the home? Has one sofa been replaced with a new one? New carpet, or did you replace the floor surface entirely for something else? Carpet for hardwood. And how about you? Have your interactions with your cat changed? Have you taken on a new work schedule? Did you leave home, or do you now leave home much earlier? Do you leave a bit later? Do you return later? Are you not around for those nightly playtime and cuddle sessions? Are you not around to give your cat a morning meal? Has business kept you away from home for days or even weeks? What about general family life? Is there a new baby in the home? Have relatives come to live with you? Has a friend moved in? Is there a new pet in the home? Does your cat have a new cat? What about a new dog? I wanted to provide some examples, but it's pretty clear that endless is indeed a good word for the reasons why your cat and most cats just aren't big fans of change. Felines, especially in the home, they grow comfortable. They learn to grow comfortable, and that's certainly a good thing. However, with that comfort and with that security of a daily routine comes expectation. Wonderful expectation, however. When all of that gets turned upside down, that is where negativity can enter the fold. I've got many videos here on the channel where I've spoken about communication. Oh goodness, if we could just talk to cats the way we talk to people. If our cats could just talk to us the way your best friend talks to you. The big elephant in the room when it comes to change is that your cat just did not see it coming, and unfortunately, they can never really see it coming. It's not like you can tell your pet, hey, in 3 weeks someone is coming over to paint the interior of the house, so be ready. Cats are most always blindsided by change, and that's unfortunately just the way it is. With all of that said, what is there to look for? What are the signs and potential indicators that your cat is struggling with change? Well, the negatives can vary from cat to cat, but some notable red flags can include refusal to eat and drink, messy bathroom habits using the restroom out of the litter box, sleeping in random areas of the home, away from the normal nesting spots, over-grooming, aggressive grooming, pulling out large chunks of fur, Vomiting, this is typically due to anxiety, but also due in some cases to those fur balls from aggressive grooming. And it's also not uncommon for some cats to become very aggressive in their actions, taking out the frustrations of change on you and anyone else in the home. From personal experience, my senior cat, during a period of time where kittens were being introduced in the home, he experienced what could be considered to be an anxiety attack due to his age and his standing in the home. At the time he was the only cat, it's more than safe to say that he questioned his position in the home. Will I still be loved? Will I still be cared for? Is this still a loving and secure environment? Will the kittens get all of the attention, thus leaving me out to dry? Of course, he never said these things, but based on his actions, it was clear that he thought he could be being forced out of the picture entirely. As for the symptoms, he slept in the hallway, became very distant, had frequent vomiting, and he groomed himself almost bald in some spots. It was a rough time for a couple of weeks. So, with this example, what can you do as an owner? We all know that some changes simply can't be avoided, and given that fact, it's really all about providing love and reassurance to your pet. If your cat is suffering and having a hard time dealing with change, whatever it is, the most important thing that you can do for your pet is to simply keep that train running. Do everything that you can to be there for your pet. Let them know that they're still just as important as they were the day before. Fresh food, fresh water, cuddles, and playtime, the works. In the face of change, your job is to limit your change. That's the first step. Once your cat sees and understands that the environment has changed, but you have not, that is a game changer. What's the core of it all? In a word, it's doubt. Cats don't respond well to change because it plants a seed of doubt. Well, this isn't the safe haven I thought it was. Once that seed is planted, it can open the door for your cat to potentially question everything, and the biggest questions will always involve essential needs. This is where you come in. Make it a priority to let your cat know that all of their needs will continue to be met, and you'll be right there providing love and affection. For my cat, during his time of need, my solution was found in the fact that I didn't change. I welcomed the new kittens, but I also made sure that my senior cat was a major part of that transition. I included him. I introduced him to the kittens and let him know that just because there are additions doesn't mean that he is the subtraction. Over time, in the couple of years before he passed away, my senior cat grew to love the young cats. He embraced them, and I know he taught them a lot of valuable life lessons. In fact, when he passed away, he did so in his sleep right next to the cats he loved. The great change, the source of great anxiety, became a highlight in his life, one of purpose and responsibility, which is something he enjoyed very much during his twilight years. Before I close things out today, I mentioned the phrase fake sick in the introduction, and this somewhat piggybacks on what I noted earlier about the signs and symptoms to look for that could indicate that your cat is struggling with some changes in the environment. And while the terminology could be a bit rough, in short, fake sick implies that your cat is providing noticeable and obvious signs of an issue, while at the very same time not being sick at all. Refusal to eat, refusal to drink, even vomiting. While these symptoms are likely due to the anxiety caused by change, some felines will make it a point to display these symptoms in a rather prominent way in an effort to express their overall suffering and displeasure to their owners. This harkens back to the lack of what we would classify as standard communication. Once changes in the environment are restored to normal, or the cat becomes content and satisfied with the changes, the symptoms will cease. To the audience of Senior Cat Wellness, do you have any stories to share, examples to share of your cat struggling to deal with change? If you own a cat long enough, something will inevitably happen that will cause your cat to feel a bit uneasy. If you have a story to share, but also if you have positive tips and solutions to share, by all means. As I always say, what you have to offer and to share could help others who are currently dealing with a very similar situation. If change ruined your cat just for a while, what did you do to provide reassurance and rebuild your cat's confidence and trust? Anything and everything, the comments section is all yours. If you enjoyed this content, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. I'd certainly love to have you as a member of the Senior Cat Wellness family. And until next time, thank you so very much for watching, and I will talk to you later.